All right. Uh, I guess all of us are active with the giveaway right now. But as we do that, let's listen to our next speaker by name Oladayo Oladipo, who is here. Sorry, he's going to tell us a hands-on guide to crypto data analysis, building your first dashboard with Dune.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oladayo Oladipo. Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm Oladayo Oladipo, and I'll be taking us through how to build our first dashboard using Dune Analytics. Okay, I guess a good number of us are probably hearing about Dune Analytics for the very first time. So how many of us are analysts here, data analysts? It doesn't have to be in Web3. Okay. How many people? Okay, good. How many? I'm very sure a good number of us, we are blockchain native, like we work with blockchain. We understand how blockchain works. Yeah? So Dune Analytics is like Tableau or Power BI for blockchain analytics. So it's a mix of the two. So I'll be taking us through how to build our first dashboard using that. So I'm Oladayo, I'm a data analyst. I've been working with blockchain data for like 2 years now. I've been in the blockchain space since 2017 anyways. Yeah, so first off, I'm going to talk about data analytics first off, then talk about the blockchain itself, then find a way to mix the two together. So in analytics, one of the tools we use in querying data is SQL or SQL, as some people call it. And SQL is just to, so let's say, for example, you have different folders that has different files, that has different names in it, and you want to bring out a particular information. Say, for example, in this all now, we have different people with different names. Say, for example, you want to bring out someone with, say, their surname is starting with an A, for example. So, and you have that folder in their name, so it means you are going to be using something called SQL query to query out folder that has the name as, the first name starting with A. Yeah, so that's what SQL does. So SQL is just is a standard language for database operation. And what you do is to be able to query out, query is just like bringing out a particular information or data from that folder. So that's what we use SQL for. And for those of us that are familiar with it, some of the basic commands in SQL or SQL is the select query, which used to like select the actual data you want to bring out, the from, the where, the group by, order by, join, limit, case, and the like. So these are some of the basic commands in SQL that you use to bring out data. Then we have blockchain, and we all know blockchain. We know what it is. It's a decentralized ledger of transaction, public decentralized ledger of transaction. And it has 3 core, which is decentralization, immutability, and transparency. And some of the maybe basic terms in blockchain that you probably find when you are querying data is probably blocks, block time, hash, transaction, wallets, smart contracts, minting, and gas. We all know this probably from our basic blockchain knowledge. Yeah. So how do they intersect? You are wondering, okay, we've talked about data, we've talked about blockchain. So where is the mix? Oh, I'm sorry, this is not showing well. Yeah, where is the mix in all of this? So for example, you're a trader, and maybe for example, a good number of us, we are probably meme coin traders here. And you see someone shield a particular coin on Twitter, then you buy the coin, and you're wondering, I just bought this coin, and the next minute it dumps. What exactly is happening? So with your knowledge of data analytics, you can easily be able to pick out a good number of information from what has just happened, from the liquidity. A trader that is trading without data knowledge is actually, should I say, a blind trader, because you really don't understand what is going behind the scene. And what data does is that it reveals the hidden number. It shows you the wallet that are controlling some of the tokens you are buying. It shows you those that are buying. It shows you those that are selling. It shows you probably those that are probably bought and send it to another wallet, and they are dumping on you. So Where it intersects is that with the knowledge of data, you are able to like know what exactly is happening. For example, if you probably you can probably be able to check your wallet activities, tokens you've traded, more like the way bank does. At the end of the year, bank always do something called maybe your spending over the year and all of that. That can probably give you an idea of what you spent over the year. So the same thing too. If you plug some queries, you can easily see for your own wallet. You can easily see some information about your wallet, and those are that's one of the advantage of mixing analytics like this data with blockchain. Then you also have you're able to track token supply, who is the highest holder. Of course, we already have scanners. We have Etherscan and the likes that are able to show us all of this. But you can also be able to check this out using SQL queries, and also you're able to see the growth of a decentralized app. You're able to see the growth of Jupiter. You're able to see the growth of Uniswap. You're able to see the number of traders that are trading over time. You're also able to see some of the things you'll be able to see is you'll be able to see when the market is down. You'll be able to notice trends. One of those things having data helps with is that you're able to notice trend. So you're able to notice, okay, I think a good number of people are not trading at this time. So maybe it's time to probably convert my money to USDT and wait. And you're able to see, okay, when the trend has come up back again. Yep. So you're also able to see when there's congestion on the chain. Maybe the gas fee people are sending, they are spending on each transaction. That's the average gas fee per time. So so what is Dune Analytics? So Dune is just like I said the other time, Dune is like the Power BI or Tableau for blockchain analytics. So with Dune, you're able to like query your data. So with Dune, it basically works based using SQL query. So this is what Dune looks like. This is what this is what Dune.com. This is what Dune looks like. You can probably check it on your phone. So this is what Dune looks like. So you're able to like query all of this information on Dune and be able to see out all of this information. So it has a query editor that you can write SQL codes, SQL queries, and be able to bring out information. And there are up to 100 plus blockchain that are supported by Dune. So if you are wondering if you can probably just check on Dune to see some of the blockchains that are supported by Dune to check out your query. So when you open Dune, you see some of these. For those of us that are very, very conversant, that use Twitter very well, like CTNG, the crypto Twitter NG, you probably have seen a good number of Dune Analytics dashboard. You'd have seen dashboard like this. Yeah, you'd have seen a good number of crypto data analytics dashboard. This is an example of the dashboard I'm talking about. This is a dashboard for Let's Bonk token. So you'd have seen a lot of screenshots of something like this. And this is a typical example of a dashboard on Dune Analytics. So practical, I'm hoping you will be able to see some of these anyways. So the first thing you have to do is go to Dune.com. For those of us that are probably with a laptop, you can also do it on your phone too. It might just probably not be too seamless. So go to Dune.com. So I want us to do this together. So we want to check out the daily transaction count on the Ethereum blockchain. We want to know the number of transactions that's happened on Ethereum over the last 7 days. So go to Dune.com. When you get to Dune.com, go to create. You see something like this, create. This is not showing well. So when you go to create, you see new query. That is where you write your query. So where you write your query, enter this query. So this is Ethereum.transaction is the table that has Ethereum transactions. So like I said the other time, I said that when you are querying in SQL, it's like you have layers of different folders. So different folders with different information. So for Ethereum transaction, the table that has information about Ethereum transaction is Ethereum.transaction. So we are going to query fee of, we are going to get these details from Ethereum.transaction now. So if you are on that, is anyone following me? Okay, so when you have the new query, enter the select, just enter this. Select data trunk. Data trunk is just to trunk the data into the block time into different dates. Then count star, which is just to count the transaction per each day. Then the block time within the last 7 days. This is just an interval for the last 7 days. Then we want to group it by dates and order it by descending order dates. Have we done that? So I'm going to run the query, and we're going to get the results now. Okay. Okay, so these are numbers of transactions. This is not showing very well. These are numbers of transactions that we've had in the last 7 days. And from this, these are the raw data. So from this, there is a place to turn this into different visualization. You have the bar chart, the area chart, line chart. So I'm just going to use a line chart now. So this is what the chart of the last 7 days transaction, this is what it looks like. That is transaction counts in the last 7 days on Ethereum. So probably let me increase this to last 60 days. Yeah, so this is the number of transaction counts on Ethereum in the last 60 days, for example. And this is gotten by just writing this SQL query to get that information. So this is for data spent on each chain. So on gas.fee, that is the table that has the information about gas fee that is spent per each blockchain, per each EVM blockchain in this case. So EVMs are Ethereum, Avax, Base, and the likes. So for getting gas fee on Solana is totally different because Solana is not an EVM chain. Yeah. So this is for getting fungible tokens on Solana. Then this is for getting price. So maybe you want to get the price data of a particular token. This is for getting it, but I'm just going to try out another example now. So this example is to get the token holder of a particular token on Ethereum. Yeah, so this is to get the current token holder on Ethereum, and you can get that by using Ethereum transfer, just to gauge out the number of tokens that was transferred out and transferred in by different wallets. So I'm going to use a parameter here because I want to be able to enter the token decimal, because different tokens, they have different token decimal. Then the token address, I'm just going to pick a random token on Ethereum scan. So while that is running, then this is for getting tokens on Solana. So let me use the one on Solana. So I'm just going to enter a Solana token address. Anyway, so okay. So these are the different wallets and the number of tokens they are holding for this particular token on Solana. So you can get a whole number of different information on by using Dune. You can get information as wallets, how much they are holding. You can get as much as possible. So I think what you should do is probably go on Dune and be able to see the different information that you can get on Dune Analytics. You can also be able to get, for probably people that are trying to get eligible for maybe airdrops, you can also probably be able to write queries if you have information or have the knowledge of what the airdrop checker condition would be, to be able to see if your wallet would be able to be eligible for your token, for the token airdrop or whatever the information is. So it also does not hint at that. There is a good number of good career that that you can get as a data analyst in the blockchain space. You know how it is when it comes to career space in blockchain. So you're able to match not just your knowledge of blockchain, you're also able to match your knowledge of data analytics in getting out the best results that you can have. So it does not just, data analytics does not just stop or hands for analysts only. It also helps you as a trader. You're able to get information about your wallet. You're able to get information about the token you are trading, about the liquidity of the trading, of the token you are trading. It also helps founders to also know how good their product is doing. You're able to know people that are trading. You're able to know the different information about people that are trading your wallets. Of course, you can't know where they are coming from, but at least you're able to know, okay, this is the person that that uses my products often. You're also able to know wallets that are coming back every day. That is active active traders that are coming to use your protocol at different points in time. So the number of information you can get on the blockchain is a whole lot. And you can also export these into CSV files or be able to use it in your Python queries or Python codes. So what you have with this is a whole lot. And there's also there's also, as we know that everything is getting into AI now, so you also have help with generating prompts in AI. So you can just write, there's an AI prompts editor on Dune that you can use to probably, because you don't have enough knowledge of it, you can probably just type out what you are looking for, and it will be able to come up with a query that can work for you. So, so now, what is the next step for you? If you are just getting started, I would advise the first thing you need to know is you need to have a very, very good knowledge of SQL, data analytics in actual sense. Like you start from Excel to SQL to Python, Power BI. This is for you to have a very, very solid background in analytics. Because what you have is not different. It's just a carryover from the traditional analytics into blockchain. Then the next thing is you have to understand blockchain very well. Because there are certain times you will find, maybe if you are just coming in and you are hearing gas fee, what does this mean? You are hearing EVMs or you are hearing ERC20. You find it difficult to understand. So the first thing you want to do is also understand blockchain. Then the next thing is pick a project that piques your interest. For me, it has been meme coin. A good number of my dashboard have been on meme coin, what the whales are buying and all of those things. So you want to pick an area of interest that suits you, that you think you can flow very well with. Then the next thing is you copy. Of course, a good number of ideas you have are copied from other people. So you look at other dashboards or other queries that are already available on Dune Analytics and check out what suits you. Maybe you see a query that writes about the trader. Maybe the information you want is not about the trader, it's probably about transaction, but you're able to copy that and re-edit it for yourself. So then the next thing is share your dashboard. Make sure you post. You can follow us on Dune Africa. Dune Africa is a community of Dune users in Africa, and we are trying to help people understand how Dune works, how blockchain works in relation to data. So if you have any question, does anyone have, okay.
Like you want to do maybe like an on-chain analysis to know the kind of meme coins to buy. Can you monitor multiple wallets on Dune?
Yes, you can. One of the dashboard I have is what the whales are buying, and it's an analytics on what the whales that are holding a particular token, what they are buying. So on Dune, a good number of things are very, very possible. This is not very clear, but it is showing what different whales, maybe a whale that is holding a particular token, what token that particular whale is buying. So if you have enough, so far you know what you want, you can have as much as possible data that you want on chain, on blockchain. Does that answer your question? Okay. So if you have any other question, you can just scan this QR code. It's a feedback form, so you can just drop a feedback, and you can also ask any question you have about Dune, about blockchain analytics, and the likes. You will also be able to see, after answering the feedback form, you'll be able to see a link to my YouTube channel, maybe some of the videos I have, or be able to follow me on Twitter. You can always DM me on Twitter and ask your questions away at any point in time that you have. Thank you very much.
All right. Now we are moving on.